starting to put the fitted sheet on the bed, note that the bottom will have a label that says bottom. Checking this label will ensure that when you're fitting your fitted sheet on, it'll fit on your bed. So this is the bottom, and it goes at the foot of the bed. Begin at the ends, and then pull the fitted sheet to the top part of the bed. Always pull the material all the way down, this way. And always tuck every sheet that you put in, including the fitted sheet, to ensure that no wrinkles are on the surface. Once your fitted sheet is smooth and you've given it a tuck to get rid of any top surface wrinkles, you will start with your first flat sheet. Always make sure that when you start opening your flat sheet, that the middle seam, when you start opening it neatly, it will make this process a lot faster, that this middle seam starts at the middle of the bed. Having that middle fold at the middle of the bed, this way, will ensure that you have equal proportions on both sides of the bed. Then you're going to begin opening your flat sheet with this middle seam neatly between both. You can look and see that it's not even, so I'm going to readjust it before I open up my flat sheet. And then I'll open my flat sheet. You'll have about a foot of fabric at the foot of the bed. And you'll have extra material at the head of the bed. You're just going to pull it over, always giving the sheet a tuck. Tucking the material ensures that wrinkles aren't left on the surface. Because I started with my seam in the middle, I have equal proportions of material on the right side of the bed and on the left side of the bed. Folding the flat sheet evenly will help make it easier to pull it when only one person is working on the bed. Once you've placed the flat sheet, you're going to grab your comforter, which you had put to the side. And you're going to open it this way. That's why it's important to start with a neatly folded comforter every single time. Then I'm just going to begin opening it by unfolding. If your folds are neat, it'll make the job a lot easier. comforter should always have the seam at the foot of the bed this way. The open ends of the comforter with the duvet cover should face the foot of the bed. Once I place my comforter on top of my flat sheet, I'll make sure that the comforter overlaps perfectly with the foot of the bed this way. And I'll do the same thing to the other side. Once my comforter aligns well with the foot of the bed, I'm going to put the flat sheet over. You should have about 6 to 7 inches of flat sheet fabric on the top of the comforter. Tucking the fabric at every step will ensure that no wrinkles are left on the material. If you have extra material, you can always give it another fold. This is a flat sheet. Usually you'll have about 6 to 7 inches, but if you have more, you can always fold it again. Then I'll grab the second flat sheet. Again, if I unfold it neatly, with the seam equally proportioned in the middle, it'll make this job a lot easier. If the seam is halfway between the bed, you'll ensure that the right and the left side have equal amounts of fabric. And then you just pull the flat sheet this way. The second flat sheet should align with the foot of the bed in such a way that it is flat with the end of the bed and with a comforter underneath it. Once you've aligned the materials, you're going to fold it. Then fold the other end. If there's extra material, fold it neatly underneath the first fold, always tucking the material. To make sure there's an equal length on both sides of the bed. And always using your hands to smooth out any wrinkles. And tucking the material at every step will even out the bed. You can grab the material at this end and give it a tuck and just do the same thing along the length of the bed. Then you'll return to the first fold and you'll grab it and fold it again.